So, I lied. I didn't know how long it'd be when I'd get back. I just got Fortnite downloaded on my Xbox, so if anybody wants to play, uh, shoot me a comment and I don't know, we'll figure out some way that you and me can play. Uh, I'm playing Fallout 76, looking at getting Minecraft, Shinobi Striker. Like, you guys want me to stream games? I'll find a way to make it happen. Before I get too on into rambling, because I want most of my videos to be reliant on your guys' input, but there's less than 30 of you. You're just gonna have to deal with what I want to do until you start giving input. So I did lie. I'm able to post today. So let's see. I left off at Naruto passing the exam, and I think that his team should be Ino and Sasuke, led by Kakashi. And that may not make sense, but Sasuke and Kakashi both technically, well, Kakashi has the Sharingan, and he was given Naruto because he can control the Nine Tails with a Sharingan. He was given Sasuke to train Sasuke to use the Sharingan. And then the Kunoichi was Sakura because she was average. So really, I really don't like Sakura. Ino's is just obsessed, but like her mind transfer jutsu could be used in some really interesting situations. Like you just have to wait, but like it could be used more than just, oh look, I'm scared, Naruto, Sasuke, help me. Like that like seriously, that's what Sakura did the entire show. And the one time she defeated somebody, like she actually beat Sasori, was because she made a poison specifically to negate, or she made an antidote specifically for his poison after being trained by the #1 medical ninja in the world. And she was fighting alongside Granny Chio, who knew everything about Sasori and had the 10 strongest puppets created by the original puppet master. So there was no, and puppet dude Sasori let himself die. Chio stated that he let himself die. So even though the one thing you could give Sakura, it was basically handed to her on a silver platter and then fed to her like a baby. All she had to do was open her mouth and chew. Like, she did almost nothing in that fight. She was even controlled by Granny Chio using puppet strings. So you can't even tell me that, like, she beat him with just pure skill, because Granny Chio literally controlled her as a puppet. So, enough ranting. I'm going to try to keep ranting to a minimum in this video, see if it's any shorter than the last one. Hope you guys enjoy. Also, big fan of Harry Potter. I might do some Harry Potter what-ifs. I'm looking at doing My Hero Academia, like, just about any, like, I'll look at something and I'll be like, cool, what if this happened in that? And then that's what I'll do a video on. But I looked again, and I haven't found anybody doing a Baki what-if, Baki x Naruto what-if. So, let's jump right into it. I left off as the teams were getting assigned, like right before the teams were assigned. So we hear Aruka Sensei call out the teams, and he calls Team 10, and he goes, Shikamaru, Choji, Sakura. And then he goes, and in this what if Team Guy is going to be graduating the same year because I don't know any of the other. Like, I know there's Hinata, Shino, and Kiba, but I'm not sure which team they are on. I think they were training under Anko Sensei. Shino is one of my favorite characters just because he was like in the Sasuke retrieval arc, he was the only person to defeat his opponent like without having a backup from one of the sand ninjas. And like he did and he's always just been really cool. Like in the war, he was replaced by, or Hinata was replaced by a by the White Zetsu, and he immediately noticed, and he had to loop. He had to like repeatedly loop Kiba in, and you didn't know who was the real one up until like the last second. So it like Shino's just awesome. He's always been real powerful, and if I would love to see a team of Shino, Naruto, and Sasuke, and I'll give like Shino would have his poison bugs, Naruto would have KCM, and then Sasuke would have like his EMS, and it's just like Sasuke lights your opponent with a Matarasu, Naruto just speed blitzes him, and then Shino's just like bugs go, and the dude dies from having his poison bugs, and it's just like that would be an overpowered trio. I said I tried to keep the ramble. Okay, let's actually get started. So he's calling out the teams, and we get to Team 7. He's like, Naruto, Sasuke, and Ino. And Ino's giddy. Like, Sakura gets this pouty face because she's on a team with Sasuke. And like, Hinata gets this real upset because she's on a team with Naruto. And Ino's just like, woo! I'm on a team with both Naruto and Sasuke. And remember, in this What If, Naruto has, I don't know if I told you, but if I didn't, Naruto will have he'll have like long like crimson red hair. He'll have a real muscular build because he's been training almost all his life. And like if you've seen new grappler Baki, Baki is built. He is built tough, and that's him at 17. When we see Naruto at 17, like, imagine how big Naruto would look like Yujiro or Hanayama. Like, it's crazy. He looked like what if Guy, or not what he'd look like All Might or something. Like, he'd just be stupid strong. Not Small Might, All Might. Alrighty. But we cut to the rooftop, and Kakashi walks in late, and Nino's like, we should prank him, so, cause he's here so late. And Naruto's just like, no. He just has this real deep tone, and he just immediately shuts her down. No. We need to be respectful of our sensei. And, not Kakashi. Edgy dude. Sasuke is just over sitting down, not even paying attention. Would it be closer to that? I don't know. Words. Okay. So then we cut to Kakashi, and he is sitting on the rooftop, and he looks down, or he looks up at the sky, because watches aren't invented yet, and he's like, oh, that's right, I never had him meet me up here. So he walks in the classroom, and he walks in, and Naruto and Ino are arguing, and Sasuke is just like napping. He's like, you guys are gonna be a pain, aren't you? And they look over, and Kakashi's just like, meet me at the rooftop in 3 minutes sharp. If you're late, you'll die. And so they get up there, and Kakashi's up there, and then Kakashi goes, alrighty, introductions first. So we're going to start with you. And he points at Ino. What are your hopes and aspirations? What do you strive for in life? And Ino goes, I want to be a great Kunoichi, and I want to bring pride to the, Yamanaka. Bring pride to the Yamanaka clan. And Kakashi's a little taken back, and he's like, alrighty, how about you in the middle, the big one? And obviously Naruto and Kakashi met. I said this in the last part, but if you don't remember, Naruto and Kakashi, Kakashi trained Naruto on a little bit of chakra control as he was younger, because he couldn't just do root for like muscle training with Might Guy. He needed to know some chakra control. So Naruto just goes, I'm going to be the greatest Hokage that this village has ever seen. And instead of wanting everybody to respect him, he just wants to bring he wants to bring the other nations, like the other villages, and make them bow down to him. Because I don't know if you've seen Baki, because in the beginning Baki wanted to be the world's strongest man in the world, but we find out in the Grand Raitai tournament arc that even if Yujiro was the weakest creature on Earth, he'd be satisfied with being the second weakest, if only by a little bit. Like, he just wants to be a little bit stronger than his father. His father just so happens to be the strongest creature on Earth. But in this, Naruto has always had high aspirations, so he goes, I want to be the strongest creature on Earth. And I want to make the 5 great nations bow before me. And Kashi is like taken aback because he sees a lot of Orochimaru. Like he's like that's almost like what Orochimaru wanted, isn't it? So and then Sasuke you get the whole I want to kill a certain person, and Naruto's just like, well, if you don't even know who it is, how can you kill him? And Sasuke's like, I do know who it is, I'm just not telling you folk. So, and then he's like, alrighty, we're, come to the training ground tomorrow, and don't eat breakfast or you'll puke. And then, Kakashi goes off to tell the third Hokage what Naruto said, and he's like, he reports to the third Hokage, and he's like, introductions went well, but I do have some concerning news about Naruto. And the third Hokage who's and goes, what is it? Kakashi tells him that Naruto's aspirations sounded a lot like not Obito's. Orochimaru's like, he wants to be the strongest creature on Earth. He wants to make the 5 great nations bow before him. And Hiruzen's just like, oh man, this is not good. You need to teach him that power isn't everything. He needs teamwork and friends. And he's like, okay. So Naruto eats, and but he shows up and he looks like he's not hungry, because this boy, like, he eats like 3 pounds of food a day per meal with snacks, and like he just had like 2 eggs and a piece of toast for breakfast, so it's not enough to fill him up, but it's definitely a light snack. And the other two are like hungry, and his stomach isn't growling, but you can definitely see that he's hungry. So Kakashi's like, that boy didn't listen to me. Alrighty, well, I'll make him puke. So Kakashi shows up and he goes, he's like, so this is the bell test. As you can see, I have 2 bells, and if you must get the bells from me. And if you cannot by lunch, you will be sent back to the academy. Or I think it was in the original that they'd never be able to become ninjas again. But let's just say, oh, dude accepted my phone, nice. Let's just say he just goes, you'll be sent back to the academy, and Ino's like, but why are there only 2 bells? Naruto just glares at her, and Sasuke goes, shut up, we'll figure that out later. and Kakashi just goes, oh, you two are very feisty. It's because only 2 of you can pass. One of you will definitely be going back. And Naruto just scoffs at this, and he's like, okay. And Kakashi counts down 3, 2, 1, begin. And Ino and Sasuke burst and like just sprint into the woods. And Naruto's just standing there, and he's like, Kakashi Sensei, are you ready to challenge me in a taijutsu bout? And they both bow, and Naruto gets in this like judo stance, jujitsu. He's like in a lunge squat almost, and he's got his hands out like he was about to box, but his hands are open instead of in a fist. It's hard to describe. I took jujitsu for a little bit, but it's really hard to describe. It's yeah, just look up like jujitsu stance or judo stance, sparring stance, and I think that'll give you the picture. I'm drinking a 2-liter of Dr. Pepper, so don't worry if I keep burping. I'm not crazy, and I didn't go to the pool today. I'm just drinking soda. Let's see. So Naruto dashes forward, and his speed is like Sasuke didn't know. Like Sasuke's like, oh, this fool. He's gonna give me plenty of time to analyze. He's gonna give me plenty of he should be. I hope he gives me an ample fight so I can analyze Kakashi's moves and Ino's just sitting there, and he's like, Naruto is so cool. He's just taking Kakashi right on, and I think tomorrow I'm gonna post the start of my own story, but we'll get to that later. So Naruto dashes forward, and he's a blur to everyone. Like, Kakashi can't see him, so he lifts up his headband and reveals his Sharingan, but like, Naruto already knew about this, and Sasuke and Ino can't see him because he's looking around for Naruto, violently shaking his head. And by the time he catches a glimpse of Naruto, Naruto's fist is in Kakashi's stomach, and Kakashi goes to teleport away, and Naruto just jumps, or he doesn't teleport, but he goes to use the substitution jutsu, and Naruto jumps up and uses the whip slash, or the whip strike slash on Kakashi, which was used by Yanagi the Poisoner. And it's where the explanation that the show gives is you imagine your body like fluid, and your arms as water, and at the end of the water are your hands, and you're able to strike people using your arms as whips. And fun fact, if you didn't know, the back of your body can take up to 9 times more damage than the front of your body. So Naruto slaps him on the shoulder, and it goes through the Jonin vest, and it breaks the skin. But since Naruto doesn't have poison on his hands, it just hurts. It doesn't poison him. Kakashi screams out in pain, and Ino and Sasuke both run to Kakashi, and they see his Sharingan, and then Sasuke immediately starts getting pissed and weaves hands for the Fireball Jutsu, and he activates his 1 and 2 Tomoe. And Ino's just freaking out because last time she heard, Sasuke was the only Uchiha, and he should be the only one with this Sharingan. So she's just like completely flipping her lid, and Naruto's over here like, are you ready for more, sensei? And so needless to say, in hand-to-hand, Naruto has Kakashi soundly beat. So Kakashi, even with the three Tomoe Sharingan, since Naruto's not using any jutsu, not even the gates, like no chakra enhance. This is just his brute strength, and he like dashes up onto Sasuke, and he's like, "This is my fight," and he flicks him in the forehead, like Yujiro does to Junior. He sends him flying, not as far, like maybe 10 meters. Yeah, just about 10 meters away. Sasuke lands on the ground, and he's like, "What? What is this power? What?" His physical power is overwhelming, and Ino's just sitting here scared because she just saw that one of her classmates, the one her and Sakura have been looking down on, just flicked Sasuke across the woods and is now effortlessly beating Kakashi, and she's completely scared, like, "No, I tormented him for so long. Please, no, I don't want retribution." So Naruto's chill, and he understands the look on her face, but he just walks over and he goes, "Don't worry, this anger isn't towards you." And he walks up on Kakashi, and Kakashi's just here shaking, and like the fight between Sikorsky and the dude who was a master at environmental fighting, like he goes every 10 like he does the same thing. Every 10 seconds I'll attack you. I'm not gonna tell you where. I'm not gonna tell you how strong, but every 10 seconds I'll attack you. And he just starts counting down 10, 9, 8, and he takes a and Kakashi gets his left side of his face just sucker punched, and he's like, "Sorry, I lied." And then Naruto walks over and rips the bells off, and then the bells and and Kakashi, poof, they were a shadow clone. And Kakashi is up on the train. He goes, "Very good, Naruto. You fail." And so they go and eat lunch, and Naruto's just sitting there, not hungry because he ate breakfast, and Kakashi tied him up to the pole, and he's like, "I'll give you one more chance." And Naruto just goes, "Okay," and he flexes his biceps, and he just snaps the rope and walks away. Kakashi's like, "I should have known." And Sasuke groups up with Naruto, and he's like, "What was that? Why were you beating down on Kakashi?" And he's like, "You don't know the torment this man has put me through. His training is torturous." And Sasuke's just like, you don't have to explain. I understand." And Ino comes up and he's like, "So how are we gonna get the bells?" And I'm like, not me, but Naruto goes, "Well, this is a teamwork. I just wanted to see how well I could do. But seeing this is about teamwork, if you use your mind transfer jutsu, do you know the shadow clone jutsu? Not the clone jutsu, but the shadow clone jutsu, where you can make a living double of yourself." She's like, "No, I don't think I know." So Naruto teaches her the shadow clone jutsu, and Sasuke picks up on it because he still has his Sharingan activated. So Naruto tells Sasuke, "Use your Sharingan and copy this." And Naruto performs the hand signs for the Water Dragon Jutsu. And he's like, "I want you to make a clone, perform both the Water Dragon Jutsu and the Majestic Fire Dragon Jutsu in unison, and launch them at Kakashi." And Naruto goes, I'm going to make 100 clones and send them out. They won't be nearly as strong as I am, but they should at least provide a nice distraction. While that happens, I need your clone to perform the mind transfer jutsu on Kakashi, so you can go up and get the bells while your clone is controlling his body." And they just look at him, and he's like, "I thought you were a musclehead, but you're actually a master strategist too." And Ino's just like, "I want him so bad." So we cut to about 4 minutes in the future, and just you see Naruto walk out, and he's like, here to try to fail again, and then another Naruto walks out, and then another one, and after about 30 seconds, there's like 100 Narutos, and Kakashi's just like, what? This isn't just a normal shadow clone jutsu. He used a multi-shadow clone jutsu, an S-rank forbidden jutsu that has said to kill people who don't have enough chakra for it. And Kakashi's just sitting here confused because he can't pick out the real one. And then two Sasuke's jump out of a tree, and one of them performs the fire dragon jutsu, and one of them performs the water dragon jutsu. And Kakashi has to substitute out of the way to dodge, and he substitutes with one of Naruto's clones. But Naruto, when he substitutes, he substitutes into a group of clones that just start beating him down. And as that happens, Kakashi notices that there's a pathway between the clones that he could just run out of. I wonder why. And then he sees Ino, the clone, but he doesn't know. He sees Ino run up and use mind transfer jutsu on him. And then as his body gets taken over, the real Ino walks over and grabs the bells. And Naruto goes, and then all the clones poof. And Kakashi goes, very well, but there are still only 2 bells. What are you going to do about that? And Naruto goes, you two take it. The academy was so easy, I might as well do it again. And Kakashi just looks at him, puzzled, and goes, you all pass. This was about teamwork, and you clearly used teamwork to get the bells from me. So they're all jumping for joy, and that's where I'm going to call it quits. Did you enjoy? Did you not? Should I make these parts longer? Should I do the rest of part 1 in one video? Is Naruto too overpowered already? If so, too bad. He's just gonna get stronger. And just imagine KCM 2 Sage Mode Naruto with Baki straight. Like, this guy would just punch a mountain in half. It's like Madara obliterates a mountain range with his Susanoo sword. Naruto, that's cute. Naruto just walks up, punches a mountain, it shatters, and he's like, I don't even need to use ninjutsu. Just punch it. Imagine him with like a frog kumite, and he just opens the 8th gate, and he's doing frog kumite, and he's like a sakujaku. He lights the air on fire, and then proceeds to use frog kumite to push that even further, or like the night guy performed by this Naruto would just like one hit anybody. Like Pain just rolls up, and he's like, boy, and Naruto's just like, 7th grade of joy, get yeeted on. I'm not sure if these are spoilers or not, because I haven't, once again, these are all unscripted, so I have no idea what's going to happen until I get to that point. So, have fun. I want to do an irregular Magic High School What If, but I'd have to rewatch the series and watch the movie, maybe. So, if you don't know what the Irregular Magic High School is, it's an awesome anime. It's getting a season 2 in 2021. There's a 24-episode season out now. There's a movie that takes place after season 2, and then season 2 comes out in 2021, spring of 2021. Also, drop a like if you want Classroom of the Elite Season 2 and or No Game No Life Season 2. Also, shows that I think deserve a Season 2 are Akashic Records of a Magical Bastard Instructor and Aesthetica of a Rogue Hero. Like or dislike, let me know if you agree or not in the comment section below. I am out because my controller is about to die, so I better play a game real quick. Also, what time is it? Yeet. 10:49. Okie doke. 30 minutes. Let's just sit in silence till I hit 30 minutes.